Good evening. We'll pick it up right where we left off in the courtroom, where a gentleman who didn't have any idea finally gets wise and asks for an attorney.
Holding and that's the time I have to do hand holding.
I understand.
Okay. All right. We're gonna put you in with Mr. Works right now, Mr. Alfaro Kalihas, so you can talk to him about making sure he has a way to reach you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
If anyone wants to reach me, no.
Remember, you look marvelous.
All right, shall we go on the record?
Oh, buckle up, people. This one's right out of the same mold.
We are on the record in the 13th Judicial District, the District Court of Greenwood County, Kansas. I understand I have an interpreter here, a language interpreter. Thank you. I see Miss.
And we got a top-notch stash. Bottom almost all the way to the left there.
Katya Franco on here. And I believe that is for the Perez Meneses.
Mikey, really?
Correct?
That's correct, Judge, and also for the Ibarra Morales case.
All right, thank you. Well, we'll first take up Perez. How would you pronounce that to the lady in the Greenwood
I wonder if he knows the Sallyport stash.
County Jail? How do you pronounce your name?
La señora que está ahí en la cárcel, ¿cómo se pronuncia su nombre?
La señora.
Araceli?
Araceli, the one from the county jail.
I am confused. I see Andres Perez Meneses. Is that the gentleman whose name is on the screen?
Andrés Pérez Meneses, usted es el que está presente aquí, que tiene su cámara prendida?
Sí, soy yo.
Yes, that's me.
Okay. It says Andrea, but jail sheet, or my docket sheet says Andre S. So which is correct?
Ahí en su nombre en la pantalla dice Andrea, pero aquí en la lista dice Andrés.
Oh, no, es Andrés Pérez Meneses, mi nombre.
It's Andrés Pérez Meneses.
Okay. So
Judge, that's my fault. I typed his name up there and I must have hit the wrong letter.
Not nice for the clerk to kind of like fall on the sword there, but Your Honor, it's C, none of the above.
That's you. Okay. Let's take that one up first.
It's
We
just
are
a
on the
cluster
record
over there
in
right now.
2023 TR 879, State of Kansas versus Araceli Iberas Morales.
Estamos aquí en la grabación en el caso 2023 TR 879, el estado de Kansas versus Araceli Ibarra Morales.
The state appears by and through County Attorney Jill Gillette. I'm talking to the lady in the jail, sir.
Estoy hablando con la señora en la
First appearance on these charges.
señora Ibarra Morales. Esta es la primera vez que se presenta sobre estos cargos.
Sí,
No, I'm talking to the lady in the jail, sir.
Estoy hablando con la señora en la cárcel, señor.
oh, okay.
I'll get you next.
Other these statements are not
Usted
needed
sigue.
to be answered.
So Miss Ibarra Morales, in count 1, you are accused of driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
Here's our hero right here.
Señora Ibarra Morales, se le ha puesto el cargo a usted de estar manejando bajo la influencia de alcohol o de drogas.
Yeah, and I told the sheriffs, or there were two of them. I told them that I wasn't under any
Mikey, who in the heck is this?
substances. They just assumed, I don't know why, and they did some blood tests.
She told the police she was innocent. She's shocked that it wasn't the end of the deal right there.
On me, and I haven't gotten a result or anything, but I wasn't on anything.
You don't need to interpret that, Miss Franco. I think Understood that?
I almost believe her. Her baseline is so bad. Her baseline is so bad. I'm sure a lot of people think she's on something when she's not.
So anyway, they're saying that you did this on August 8th of 2023 in Greenwood County, Kansas.
De todas maneras, están diciendo que usted hizo esto el 8 de agosto del 2023 aquí en el condado de Greenwood, aquí en Kansas.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yes.
understand that, but like I said, and like I mentioned, I wasn't on any substances. They just pulled me over for no reason, and they just assume, or they just put me over and said that I was under some kind of influence, and I really wasn't. And they even took me to the hospital, and then they did run some blood tests, so I don't know.
Okay, well, let me finish and then I'll explain and I'll come back to what you're telling me.
Ok, entonces termino explicando y luego ahorita dejo que usted explique lo que sucedió.
That comes up here in a minute.
Missy, is there anything you can do about Ty Alexander's screen?
No, he might need to hang up and come back in the meeting.
I'll try to ignore that. Kind
I
of,
can't stop the video.
okay. All right, back to the case at hand. This is a Class B non-person misdemeanor, which means if you were to be convicted, you could be given a jail sentence up to 6 months. Your fine would have to be at least $750 up to $1,000.
Este es un delito menor clase B. Lo que significa eso es de que si le encuentran culpable de este cargo, le pueden dar a usted un castigo de 6 meses en la cárcel, una multa de $750 o hasta $1,000 de multa.
In count 2, you're accused of on that same date, August 8th of 2023 in Greenwood County, Kansas, operating a motor vehicle without proof of liability coverage, liability insurance.
En el cargo 2, ese mismo día, el 8 de agosto de 2023, aquí en el condado de Greenwood, aquí en Kansas, se le ha puesto el cargo a usted de estar operando un vehículo sin seguro de carro básico.
Is it still my case?
This is still your case.
Ah.
And on count 2, this is a B.
Are we still talking about me? I don't know. We might have to have a vote at the end and see who did a worse job. It's an open question in my mind.
Misdemeanor, but its minimum fine is $300 up to $1,000. And again, it could be up to 6 months in the county jail.
Yeah, for that reason, I talked to one of the sheriffs.
Okay,
They told-
hold on, please. You wanted an interpreter. Let her interpret, please.
Oh, I didn't want an interpreter. They just assigned one to me. But they did give me 30 days, so I don't know why they just put another charge on my account. I don't know why. But they did give me 30 days. And I was just
You're not running a tab. These are criminal charges, my friend.
arrested for that and charged for that. So I don't understand that. I mean, I should have given more time because I mean, I do have proof that I have insurance.
Okay, well, all right. So I was told that you had indicated you wanted an interpreter, but now you're saying
It
you
was a
didn't.
misunderstanding, Judge.
No, he's here. I don't know.
All right, so you do not need an interpreter's assistance. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right, well, Ms. Franco is going to be here in case we get into something you don't understand. All right, so on the insurance, first of all, just let me tell you what you're charged with, and that's what you're charged with. You may not agree with it, it may not be right, but that's what you're charged with. Do you understand?
I mean, I do understand, but I don't think it's fair because they did give me 30 days. So they just put that on my
Okay,
case.
I'm sorry, who gave you 30 days?
Some sheriff, like a week before that day.
So a sheriff before had already given you what, a 30-day
A
sentence?
warning. Yeah, 30
A
days.
warning.
Yeah, like the 30-day. That's why, like that's what I mean. So I don't see why.
So,
And then I get arrested, and how can I get proof of that? Like,
all right, so let me see if I understand this right. Shortly before August 8th,
Come on, Judge. The police officer gave her permission to break the law, and she doesn't have proof of it. I mean, I can totally understand.
2023, in another jurisdiction outside of Greenwood County, you were stopped and unable to provide proof of insurance.
yes,
So the officer gave you a warning.
he gave me like a 30-day, and then I got arrested, and
He gave you
How
30
can-
days for what?
to show and prove my insurance.
All right, so he was probably, what jurisdiction was that in? What county or town or?
I have wait. It was Pratt.
Okay, Pratt County, Pratt City. Okay,
Pratt.
somewhere in Pratt, Kansas, whether it was the county or the town, an officer
Town.
stopped you and you did not have insurance, but instead of giving you a ticket, he gave you a warning that said if you gave him proof within 30 days, it would be dismissed.
Yeah, because he just told me to go to court and show my proof.
Okay, so are you saying today that you had insurance on August 8th of 2023?
That doesn't give me any time.
All right,
That doesn't give me like the 30 days. And
Okay.
I'm here, so how can I get the proof?
I think we have a misunderstanding.
Yes.
This is where I think we're having a communication
Yeah, we do.
failure. I think what the officer told you was that, okay, he was going to give you a ticket, but if you had insurance at the time and you got proof to him, you might get that ticket dismissed. Now, I wasn't there. I'm not the officer. I'm speculating, and so I could be just as wrong as I could be. But the officer did not have authority on the road to tell you you could drive freely without insurance for 30 days. I feel confident that's not what he meant. Is that what you think he meant?
Well, he gave me the ticket or the
Mhm.
paper, and he told me that I had 30 days to show to court and show my proof of insurance.
All right.
So, I mean,
so-
basically, yeah, he did say that I could drive and
Okay.
show my proof of insurance.
Jill Gillette eventually points out, I do like me some Jill Gillette. She eventually points out that none of this matters.
Jurisdiction and a different date. That has nothing to do with our case here.
Yeah, but I think she's saying he gave her
She's right.
permission to drive without insurance for 30 days. And that's not the way it works. So we'll come back to that. But you understand what they're saying you did wrong. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And that, do you understand or have any questions about the fact that if you were to be convicted of that, you could look it up to 6 months in jail and you would have to pay a fine of at least
Yes, cool.
$300 up to $1,000.
Well, I mean, you tell me,
Okay, I'm just telling you if the penalty range, if you were to be convicted. Any questions about that?
are you gonna come back to me, or are we?
We're going to talk some more about other things, but on that subject, do you understand the charge and the possible penalties?
She needs an attorney. Forget about law. She doesn't know when her hearing it ends or if it's still continuing. She can't even follow the thread of the conversation.
In count two?
Yes, I understand the possible penalties.
All right, now, then there's count 3. They're saying that you failed to give a proper
Oh, Your Honor,
signal,
do
but on
not
that
go
same
ahead and
date
throw her
time,
off.
They did not tell me that, and I did not receive a paper saying that.
All right, Deputy, would you please make sure that she gets a copy of the charges against her?
I will. I'll get her one, Judge.
Thank you. And you will see in the charging document that you were charged with failing to give a proper signal when turning a vehicle right or left upon a roadway. This is called a traffic infraction. It doesn't carry any jail time, but you could pay a fine of $75 if you were to be convicted. So those are the 3 charges that have been filed against you.
I'm sorry, Judge, but whenever they pulled me over, they just did the DUI and the testing, which I already discussed about it. And then the other, the ticket or whatever it was about the insurance. And that's the paper that they gave me whenever I came in. That's all.
All right. So the officer issued some charges against you, but he turns his ticket in to the county attorney, and then the county attorney formally decides what your charges are, and she has done so. And those are the ones I've just gone over with you. So that's what you're formally charged with. Now, the next order of business is that you do have the right to an attorney who can sit down with you and help you go through these charges and see if you have a defense to them and help you with that defense. So you can hire any attorney of your choice.
I'd rather not hire an attorney. No.
If you cannot afford an attorney, you can apply for a court-appointed attorney.
We love it.
No, ma'am, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for interrupting, but I don't want to, what's it called, a lawyer.
You don't want a lawyer?
I don't want a lawyer.
Well, you said you thought you
Keep going, honey. You're doing great. You're doing awesome. Just keep going.
had permission to drive in count 2 without insurance. Are you sure you don't want a lawyer to advise you and aid you in that?
No.
But what are you wanting to do with these charges then if you don't want an attorney?
Well, since they gave me the 30 days, I mean, I should be able
Well,
to
couldn't we
go
just
out and
dismiss
get my
it?
insurance. And about the testing, I'm pretty sure that I'm negative because I wasn't in any substances. And I know,
Sweet Jesus. What?
I took my test a long time ago, but I've been driving for years and I know my signals, and I'm pretty sure that I did turn on my signal lights and my stop lights and all that.
All right, well, what I'm hearing you say is you're not guilty of all 3 counts. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right, so I will enter not guilty pleas to all 3. And if, as such, I can set this for trial, but are you sure you don't want an attorney? I'd be happy to see if you qualify for court appointment.
Nah, Judge, I'm good. I got this.
Or I'd rather plead no contest and not go to trial.
Well, I really think you need the benefit of an attorney, Miss.
I don't really want a lawyer because it's going to take me to trial and I know I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, that's why we have trials. If you think you didn't do anything wrong, you get your day in court to prove that.
I know I didn't do anything wrong, so I want to plead no contest and be found guilty. I mean, I don't know what's hard about this for you to understand, Judge.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm innocent, but go ahead and convict me.
It's a really big deal because I wasn't in any substances. I know I can get my proof of insurance.
If you
I don't know why they
take
can't
this,
just get dismissed. And then I'll pay for whatever.
the only way they're going to get dismissed if you go to trial
And win.
and the state fails to meet its burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt that you did these.
Well, it's on camera. I'm pretty sure it's on camera.
Okay, but that's not the way the system works. You go to trial and that's when everybody presents their evidence.
Yeah. Well, there was 2 officers. I don't know. And it was pretty late.
I'm sure there's camera footage which completely exonerates me, so I would like to go ahead
And
plead
plead
no
guilty.
contest and be found guilty, Judge. Again, I don't know why you find this so difficult to understand.
So I don't know who can be a witness, and they took me to the hospital. So I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe
I
the
don't
nurse.
think, I don't think you're understanding enough.
Good point.
I don't think so either, Your
You
Honor.
don't
What
have,
am I?
I'm
not
going to
understanding?
appoint an attorney. You don't have to use that attorney, but I am going to appoint Attorney Shannon Cooper. Missy, is that who I'm using?
Missy,
Yes.
Okay, and the deputy can give you Miss Cooper's contact information. And I really want you and Miss Cooper to have a conversation even by telephone right away. Because I just don't think you're understanding some of the things in the legal system. And if you need an interpreter to help you, I've got one here. I can have one here for you.
Your Honor, no,
But
I just want to commit
I just
guilty.
think that we're not having a very good communication here. So call Miss Cooper and tell Miss Cooper what your position is, and she can advise you. See, I'm here neutral at this point.
Yeah,
Oh,
me
yeah.
too. I'm neutral, but I mean, I'm just.
But you need someone
Hi,
to
Kate.
advise you from your perspective.
I
Help you
need
from your
another judge so that they can understand me.
Okay, well, Shannon Cooper is your lawyer. The deputy's going to give you Miss Cooper's number. Deputy, if you can allow her to make a call, that would be great. And we'll set this. I'm going to set this for a status hearing, but can we do that soon, Missy, instead of setting it off too far? What's the earliest?
We could try for September 15th at 9 o'clock.
Okay, September 15th at 9 o'clock. You need to be back here with Miss Cooper. That can be by Zoom.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
And
We're probably not going to have lab results back, though.
all right, you're right.
Where
I don't want to put it out any more than that. So what about bond? Where do you live? Okay, why did the jail freeze on me? Jail never freezes.
She threw a rock at the monitor, Your Honor.
All right. So what about bond? Tell me where you live, Miss Ibarra Morales.
In a van down by the river.
She's muted now.
Deputy, can you unmute her? Thank you.
I was staying at this suit in Wichita.
You were staying at what in Wichita?
I was
A
trying to get
Holiday
my
Inn
apartment
Express.
in Wichita.
So do you not have,
And this is just interrupting my life right now.
so you do
Oh,
not
we're
have a
so
home
sorry.
presently, a permanent
love it.
residence?
Well, I was
love
waiting
it.
for my response, and I was getting approved.
Are you married or single?
Unmarried, engaged.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, are you married or engaged?
She's married, engaged.
She's married, engaged,
I mean,
single.
she's just like the last one. Like, if there is a wrong response, even if you have to hunt for it, they will find it.
Engaged.
As I said,
Okay.
I'm married,
Do you have
engaged,
children?
single, Your
I
Honor.
have children.
Where do they live?
In Wichita.
In
And who
Malaysia.
do they live with?
Who
God.
do they live with?
Yes.
My ex.
Their dad?
The exes
Yeah.
who live in
Okay.
Texas.
And do you have a job when you're not in custody?
Yes, I do have a job.
Where do you work?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
Oh, I work. I sell burritos sometimes.
You know, once a
And
year.
do you sell them like in a vendor cart or in a shop, or where do you sell your burritos?
Well, I was going to.
I forgot about. I sell burritos sometimes.
You know,
It's
once
so
a year.
good. It's so good. And then listen to the explanation. It's fantastic. It's so good.
Get a taco thing to sell them. And I mean, I need a license.
She sells burritos sometimes, and she's gonna get a taco thing. I hope this is all clear to you.
For all that.
Taco thing.
How long have
Taco,
you lived in
taco,
this
taco thing.
area?
She's gonna go
How
get
long?
a taco
How
thing.
Over 6 months.
And where did you live before that?
Where do in Garden City?
In Korea
And how long were you in Garden City?
forever.
Since
Yesterday.
I don't know, like kind of like since I was born, but not really. Since I was 7.
All right. Do you have parents in Garden
Since I was born, but not really. You understand?
City or?
No, I don't.
I have a parent in
Right.
Garden, and I have another parent in Denver.
Okay. What is your connection to Greenwood County?
I was just passing by.
My connection to Greenwood County
Was
is I hate
anyone with you at
Greenwood.
the time?
They were probably following my family, someone. I don't know. I just know that they were like
Was anyone with you? They were probably following my family. Someone. Okay.
Somewhere?
Okay.
following me, going
Carry
that
on.
way again. So I don't know. They probably got lost or something.
Okay, so you had a friend or someone following you
Yeah.
and they disappeared?
Yeah.
Of course it is, Your Honor.
What were they doing in the area?
The same thing.
Just passing
Dying.
through? Okay.
Following the map.
The same thing. I can't take this. I can't.
All right. Where were you headed?
I was headed to Garden just to pick up some documents.
Okay. Ms. Gillette, do you have any recommendation for bond?
Judge, I would ask for 1,000 cash surety.
All right, so you're looking at driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, operating a motor vehicle without insurance, and turning an unsafe turn without a signal. So I think $1,000 cash or surety would be a reasonable bond, and that's what I'm gonna set.
Am I gonna see the lawyer for that?
You can call the lawyer if the jail can arrange that for you.
What did the DUI?
Oh, we've got another one. we've we've got another one who's now interested in legal services after they've destroyed everything. Okay.
I came out positive because I wasn't under any influence.
I can't answer that. I'm just telling, this is your first appearance, so I don't weigh the evidence. I just tell you what you're charged with, what the possible penalties are, make sure that you have an attorney if you want one, and even though you told me you don't, I think it's to your benefit, so I'm going to appoint one.
How can I get my results from the hospital?
The attorney can help you with that. And your bond has been set.
And
Yeah.
who's my lawyer so I can get?
Call your lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got, the officer's got your lawyer's name there. He'll help you call him.
What is the name?
I'll get you.
It's Shannon
Oh.
Cooper.
Shannon Cooper.
What was the court date, Judge?
9:15 at 9.
Oh, you're not going to deprive Darren Patterson of this much fun, are you? That's just rude.
All right, so you'll need to be back here by Zoom, September 15th at 9 a.m. Anything else I can help you with before I let you go?
Well, is my time gonna, since I'm here, is it gonna, what's it called?
You'll get credit for any time?
Yeah, credit for, because I mean, it's a long time.
Yes.
And my back hurts. I'm too old for this.
Well, you're
She can't find the words to ask for credit for time served, but she wanted to represent herself until the last minute.
allowed to make bonds.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Of
All
course.
right. You may go. Thank you.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh.
Alrighty, Mikey, definitely thank you. We definitely appreciate you being along with us. And with that, we will bring this day to a close here on From Day One. As always, like, share, and subscribe, become one another, and release the cracker. So we march along this evening and every evening here from Day One. Have a great night.